I'd borrow Andrew because he's also in a black gi, but this is going to be so much easier for me demonstrating with him. Okay, so you're in my guard here. So guys, close guard. The benefit of closed guard if you learn to keep it closed. So if you look at my feet here, never cross them like this. Try to cross them this way. Okay, like that. Right? Don't cross them like this. That does nothing. There's no structural integrity. You better be hitting the thigh master every day. If I do this, I actually have some structural integrity. Okay? So let's try to do that. If they're too big in their belly, you can't. Like, unless you've got ultra long legs. So, I'm here with him. If he can't just put his elbow into my thigh, where this opens a white belt's guard, if you do this to me, I'm definitely not going to open ever for you. Ever in my life. I'm not going to ever give in to pain. So, eventually he stands up. So he stands up and he comes, and then my life gets harder because now my legs aren't just holding him, it's holding my 83 kilos too. Okay, so if he jumps back down, what we're going to do, guys, is from this position, we are going to control the sleeve here. You can control the wrist like this, no gi, okay? Emphasize pulling of the grip. Don't emphasize squishing. Pull the grip, okay? And you can hold his collar, or you could hold the head here if it was no gi. All right, so what I'm now looking for is I'm looking for where if he stands up on his left leg. Okay, so I can make that happen by keeping my guard closed and weighting this side. So right now, if you ask him, hey Ben, what leg would you like to put up? What one's he gonna say? This one, because there's no weight on it. If I move my butt out onto this one, he's gonna stand up on that one. So rather than just saying, all right, stand up Ben, and going, what legs are you gonna throw up? If I move my butt onto one and I lift my hip up, he's always going to stand up on this one. So, when he does, and he stands up on that leg, I want you to get your right hand and come in deep like this. However, if you're flexible, you can do it, but there's no power. So, your left leg is going to swing all the way out, okay, like this, and then that's going to let us do our sweep in a moment. So, I've got in closed guard, this is our pendulum sweep, or leg grab rollover sweep as well. That's a very common name. So I've got a sleeve here or a wrist, okay, and I might have a collar or a head ideally. So I weight his far hip and he stands up on his left leg. My right hand instantly grabs in, and now I use that to pull me 90 degrees as my left leg kicks someone out over here. So notice how my left leg, whack. Okay, once I'm here, I'm now going to get my left leg out of the way. I do not want my partner falling on it. Not only could it injure my knee, but it's also going to arrest the momentum of the sweep. So I'm going to get my leg out of the way now as my right leg cuts down and forward, and I punch up with my right hand while I hold his left. Okay, so he stands up, and I grab and I rotate out, full 90 degrees. So my spine and his spine are perpendicular. And now I've got to keep hold of this, don't let this go. And now I get rid of this leg, I cut my leg down, and I jack up his leg like this, just like I'm putting something on a top shelf. I now want to show you guys some variations that don't require your partner standing. So if he's not a guy who loves to stand up, well then, you better make sure that you can get a good grip anyway if you love to sweep. So there are some guys that probably never stand up to break the guard. Big Justin, do you ever stand up to break the guard? Sometimes, but probably not as much as Lewis, right? So some guys will have a tendency to pass on their knees. If you're a big guy like Justin, you'll probably do that. If you're a smaller guy like Lewis, you'll probably stand up more because he's got more agility. Like you use a lot less effort than him to stand up, but he's got a lot more horsepower on his knees than you. So if we're here and this guy's not hopping up, I'm not just going to stay here. So my right hand grabs on the outside of his pants. If you want to go for a no-gi grip, you are just going to hip up, and get your right hand in here, in between his hamstring and his calf. But if you've got a gi, you can just grab the gi hand scruff outside the knee. And now I do the same thing. I change 90 degrees, and now I get my leg out of the way as I kick, and I punch that to the sky, and I come over to a mount. A little tip to stop a snag and drag, hold on to their right knee or leg as you get to mount. It's going to arrest any rolling momentum that he may have. So, at real speed, it'll look like this. Okay, hold, get my points in a comp, or wait till I've got mount before I let go in the gym. So, keys. The key is I must never let this hand go. Number one error. And the base out. Oh, I let the hand go. Don't let the hand go. I know it sounds simple, but so is how do you have more money at the end of the month at the end of the money? Spend less than you earn. But none of us can seem to do it. Well, a lot of our society can't do it. So sometimes the simple answers aren't so simple. So don't let the arm go. It's simple, but don't let the arm go. So hold the arm. Make sure you come to 90 degrees and then get this leg out of the way. Okay? Now, if he's a lot bigger than me, right, so say I'm sweeping Big Justin. If I was sweeping a guy like much bigger, stronger than me like Justin, then watch my right leg. As I turn, I'm going to hit him with my knee behind his shoulder. So he's over me. So then when I go for my sweep, he's already loaded up on me. I don't have to lift him onto me, then over me. Okay? However, if I wait till my opponent stands up on his leg, like that, well then it's easier to get him over me, right? And I can continue my sweep, and I keep hold of that leg until I get to mount. So, just remember the key steps. I start in close guard, and I'm going, jump. I start in close guard. If he stands up, right, I grab the leg. Wonderful. But now he doesn't, so I can grab the scruff, or I can get inside here. All right. Step two, I need to rotate 90 degrees, and my right leg can get in so he's up on me. He's not sitting back. So sit back on your heels. This is what a failed sweep looks like. This is what a good sweep looks like. So my left leg now cuts out of the way so he doesn't roll on it. I kick this leg down and I lift my right hand up. Now I hold it as I get to mount, crush, and now I am the victor and I'm in mount, okay? So this is a wonderful movement because it's going to get us straight to mount, but it's very risk-free if you hold on to the arm. So a lot of people when they do this say, I did it but then he passed my guard. That's because you let the arm go. You probably would have swept him if you didn't let his arm go. So hold on to that arm, okay? Let's do this with our partners, guys. I just want you to make sure you look over your left shoulder before you sweep because we don't want to roll anyone into anyone. Okay, guys? Leg grab, roll over sweep. One of the fundamental sweeps you can do. The most vulnerable is when he's up on one leg. But if you've got a good sweep, just bust it out from here. Okay, so let's do it. Ready, guys? Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you loved it. For more videos, click here. And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click here. I'm Coach Tom. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.